What's going on, guys? GT5 King RaVaughn here, and welcome to the start of a brand new series called the European Formula Facebook, which is a new league started on Facebook. Pretty much it's a 10 race season on the PS3 for F1 2012. So it'll be a very good season. Some really good drivers out on the grid, and so we'll be doing the first 10 races, planning to do the first 10 races of the 2012 season, but we could do some races by driver votes, and we might continue the league when the F1 2013 comes out. But anyway, without any further ado, let's have a look at the drivers for this season's European Formula Facebook. So driving for McLaren is Exide Dars and Calipari 18. Unfortunately, Exide Dars wasn't able to compete in Australia for the first race of the European Formula Facebook. So our reserve driver, Jamie James 16, filled in on Exide Dars' seat, and hopefully we can see Exide Dars for the next race in Malaysia. For Ferrari, Street Dash Monster 4 and Dance Bill in 1986. Red Bull Lando Champ 2005, who was also unable to compete that weekend in Australia, but unfortunately we weren't able to find a reserve driver to fill in his seat for that day, and his teammate is F1_boss_55. For Mercedes AMG, Petronas is Demonar, and GT5 King 786, which is myself. Williams is driving for Williams is the Rage_93 and Nath B007. For Force India, Baxter 1986 Ian and Digital-Ammo, who is the owner of the league and the founder of the league. For Lotus is Farthbar, I think that's how you say it. Apologies if we got that wrong. And Kev187, and finally for Toro Rosso is Formula 1 Luke, aka the Grosjean of the league. And Raptor 1995 Curtis. And obviously, because Marussia and Caterham are so bad in Formula 1 at the moment, they're not in it. So, they're not in the league. So, let's find out what happened in qualifying, shall we? So as you can see, we are entering the last couple of corners in Albert Park in Australia. It was a wet qualifying, which was the same as the 2013 qualifying, and it was a dry race. So it seems to be looking like 2013 so far. So Rich Mix on full, using all the cars I've got, and coming into the start finish straight. We're on my third lap, and as you can see, I'm braking at the 100-meter board. Just missed the apex, and I compromised my exit at the second apex. So this was definitely not going to be my fastest lap of the qualifying session. But anyway, we're braking again into the 50-meter braking board off turn 3 and now 4, and it did a bit of a messy exit, but we're going a nice apex and another messy exit. It was a pretty poor lap this, and I'm more than 2 seconds up the top as we go into the second sector. A long right-hander, and I've got 30 seconds to complete this lap before qualifying ends. And as we're going in, braking at 100-meter board into the right-left chicane, and into a quite famous left-hander, long left-hander to end sector 2 and into the fastest sector, follow sector 3, braking at the 50-meter board, top brakes, but it's pretty tricky chicane, especially in the rain. Going under the Qantas barrier, braking at the racing line, racing line, and we're going around this right-hander, nearly 90-degree right-hander, braking at the 50-meter board, touching the apex nicely there, and running it wide to get a better traction, but that didn't really work at all. With wheel spin, full cars, and as I cross the line now, I finished 4th. So in pole position in qualifying, it was F1_Boston_55 in the Red Bull with the time of 1:33.266, which is nearly 4 tenths quicker than Demonar, my teammate, ahead of the reserve driver, Jamie James 16, by nearly 2 seconds. And fourth myself, I was 4.5 seconds off the pace. Oh god. Street Monster 4 with a time 137.9. Sixth place, Raptor 1995 Curtis with a time 138.2. Kyle Perry with the 138.27. And seventh place, Dansville in 1986 with a time of 138.601. Baxter 1986, Ian, the time of 130.728. And the Digital Ammo wraps up the top 10 in qualifying with a time of 139.182. So both First India's 9th and 10th. So 11th, Kev 187 with a time of 139.321. 12th, Formula 1 Luke with a time of 139.992. 8th B 007 with a time of 138.274, which is nearly 10 seconds slower than Formula 1 Luke and 15 seconds off the pole position pace. And the last person set a lap time was Farthbar with a time of 2 minutes and 2 seconds, which was nearly 30 seconds off the pole position pace. And the Rage _83 who did not set a lap time. So, race day. So it is race day. I'm in the Mercedes, being called out onto 4th position on the grid. I've got a brand new set of soft tires, which is a huge relief since Australia is a bit tough on tires. After a rather interesting rainy session in Albert Park a few minutes before. So the Red Bull and the Mercedes of my teammate second place, and I sit in 4th. And we wait for the 5 lights to go on. And they are now flashing on to signal the start of the 2013 Formula Facebook. And lights and away we go, and there's a rather terrible start for myself, losing a bit of traction. And Street Monster overtakes me into 4th position. I'm in 5th. As we go into the first corner, trying to overtake Street Monster on the outside, but it's not going to work. Losing a bit of traction, but I'm trying to slip Street Monster now, trying to get him into the inside of this right hand of turn 3. And we brake at the same time, and I'm not going to be able to get hit. I get hit out, and Bax in 1986, Ian gets out as well and get a penalty. Not going well at all, and I do not understand how the hell I got the penalty for. But I've lost a lot of time, and the Rage _83 lost connection, and I'm 11th from 4th on the grid. So I'm gonna see what I can do, and I have to pit in 3 laps from a drive-through penalty, which will seriously ruin my chances of a decent points position. So we're catching Baxter 1986 Ian, and yes, I know I'm a bloody penalty, thank you very much. I do not want to know about the penalty, but I have to, don't I? Codemasters, twats. Anyway, as we're going into the 3rd sector now, and it's a Ferrari that's gone wide. It is Street Monster 4. He's gone a bit wide there. I don't know if we had a bit of a collision or he made a driver error and just spun out. And the first thing, he does go a bit wide, and I think he is going into the pits. Yes, he is, for his drive-through penalty. And it appears that he did get a penalty, but I don't really know for what. Maybe it was something to do with the incident. So I'm 9th. Ahead of Street Monster 4, and ahead of me, 3 seconds ahead of me is Nath B007, and 6th place where I'm supposed to be. Oh, Digital Ammo is now 6th place in the Force India, and it is who was Kev 187 is span out there into the gravel, the Lotus, and Street Monster 4 is right behind my gearbox in the Ferrari. The prancing horse trying to prance me, and he has got a bit of a better exit, and he's going round the inside. What an amazing move there, wheel to wheel action as we go into this right left chicane. He's going a bit wide, so it gives me opportunity, but he's blocking me well, but he's giving me space so I can go in the outside, but he's tapped me there. Bit of naughty move there, but Street Monster 4 and I will not complain about that. So I will try and catch him up again, but he does go wide again. And fast right-hander, so I'm slipstreaming it now. A bit of care is used, and as we go into this nearly right-hander, 90-degree right-hander, I'm closing up on him, so I could make the overtake in the start-finish straight, unless he's got a penalty and he has to pit. Let's see what he'll do. He is staying out, so it's all about slipstreaming. Will the Mercedes catch the Ferrari as we slipstream? And we are catching him up. Somebody's in the pits. Dad's building 1986 is trying to sniff with me as well. I didn't really send one, but luckily I'm not in Marussia because that would have been extremely dirty. And I overtake Dad with digital ammo. So I'm up to 7th place, and Dan Spiller also overtook. Oh, a beautiful move there by Dan Spiller. Left him just enough space. And this is real-to-real racing that we should see in every single F1 2012 lobby. It doesn't have to be league or quick race. All online races should be like this, real-to-real racing and no collisions. And Kev187 is more than half a second behind me, and he's trying to go in the inside. No, he is not, but I go a bit wide into the gravel, so he is going to take me, and I do take the throttle off a little bit, and Washington wants to span off there. So even after all my hard work, it didn't really work, but yeah, it kind of did work. But so I have to pit at the end of this lap. Digital ammo is right behind me, slipstreaming, and he is going to get me as the 3 arrows are on, which means he's extremely close. And we go into the right-hander, and what happened to him? He spun. I don't know if I hit him, and I was really annoyed at that bit because I thought I got a penalty, but luckily I didn't. And as I go into the pits to my penalty, and I missed the pits, and I damaged my wing. This time, yep, very awkward situation I'm in here. I'm trying not to hit anyone, but I'm trying not to get a penalty for causing dangerous driving. And oh no, yeah, did damage my front wing really substantially right there. So yep, at least I'm in the pits, and I'm taking my drive through a penalty. So the race, it wasn't that exciting for me. Had a few battles here and there, but nothing too exciting. It was an extremely quiet race for me. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna skip it to the last 3 laps of the race, and from there, well, actually from the last lap, my last lap of the race. So I'm going to be doing a dry track walk off the Melbourne Park as we go into the 28th lap. And what happened was that since I got lapped, I finished on lap 28, which is this lap. So anyways, we're braking into the 100-meter board, touching the apex beautifully there, and an amazing set of corners there by myself, going past the DRS zone, but I'm nowhere near anyone for it to be a success. So braking the 100-meter board. Another right-hander, nice touch of the apex there, letting go of the throttle slightly into his left-hander, and as we go past this quick right-hander, full throttle easily with some DRS maybe in qualifying, braking at the 100-meter board, losing the apex slightly there, compromised my exit, but I've got more traction as F1 underscore boss underscore 55 crosses the line as we brake into just after the 100-meter board for that right-left chicane, and as we go in this long left-hander, as we go into the 3rd sector, nice quick section of apexes there in the left-right chicane, which I struggled to get right. So as we braking just before the 50-meter board, cutting the apex slightly there, and I go a bit sideways. But as we're going around this right-hander under the DHL barrier, 50-meter braking board, touching the apex beautifully there. Wide exit, wide entry into the last corner for more traction and more speed. And as I cross the line now, I am P8. Yes, I am P8, which is a really good position considering what happens at the start of the race. So let's look at the results of the drivers of the race, the drivers championship and the constructors championship after the first race. Big congratulations to the Red Bull of F1 underscore boss underscore 55 who won the race, gained all 25 points. Second place my teammate Diminar, we got 18 points. Third place the Lotus of Kev 187. Fourth is his Ferrari Dansville in 1986. Fifth, good position, good race for Raptor 1995 Curtis, considering we went in qualifying, and a good Toro Rosso, finished 5th. Digital Ammo in the Force India 6th. Street Monster 4, 7th in the Ferrari, and 8th was myself in the Mercedes. Behind me is Frostbot, 9th in the Lotus, 10th is Formula 1 Luke in the Toro Rosso. Nathan B 007 as 11th and the Williams, yes Williams. 12th is Jamie James 16 in the McLaren. 13th Calipari and well Nath B 007, Jamie James 16, Calipari 18, The Rage Dash underscore 83 and Baxter 1986 Ian failed to finish the race. So let's look at the drivers championship after the first race. Let me just put them up. Here we go. In first place with 25 points is F1 Boss 55. Second with 18 Deminar, my teammate. Third Kev 187 and the Lotus with 15 points. Fourth is Dan Spiller 1986 with 12 points. Raptor 1995 Curtis with 10 points and 5th in Toro Rosso. 6th Digital Ammo with 8 points. 7th is Street Monster 4 in the Ferrari with 6 points. 8th is myself in the Mercedes with 4 points. 4th bar 2 points in the Lotus, and 10th to wrap up the final point is Formula Luke in the Toro Rosso, and with 0 points underneath B 007 in the Williams. 12th Jamie James 16 who was in the McLaren but reserve driver. 13th is Calipari 18 in the McLaren. 14th is the Rage Dash underscore 93 in the Williams, and 5th is the Baxter 1986 in the Force India. So let's look at the constructors. Red Bull Racing with 25 points. Mercedes AMG Petronas F1 team with 22 points. Scuderia Ferrari with 18 points. Lotus F1 team with Fufu with 17 points. A really close battle for the top 4. 18 and 17 for Scuderia Ferrari and Lotus F1 team. Scuderia from Toro Rosso is 11 points in 5th. Sahara Force India F1 team in 8th place. And well, very much what's happening right now in the 2013 season. At the bottom is Williams F1 team and unfortunately Vodafone McLaren Mercedes. So I hope you enjoy this. I'll be posting the links to the league's Twitter, Facebook and website underneath the description, along with my Twitter and also so yeah, that's pretty much it. Thanks for watching. The next race will be in Malaysia, and hopefully I'll be uploading that on the weekend after the race, probably a few days after the race. The race is every Wednesday, and the league race is every Wednesday, and we've also got a GT5 league. I think we might have a few more spaces left. Just speak to the admins, like the page, we'll be doing some F1 lobbies and GT5 lobbies throughout the week, just a bit of fun and get to know the drivers a bit more. And we'll also be doing test races before each league race, which I'm sure people who are not in the league are more than happy to come in and race. So thanks for watching. Like, subscribe, follow me on Twitter, and hopefully you can follow the whole league as we progress through it. Thanks for watching and see you later.